From Studio 1A in Tampa, Florida, comes a talk show that really feels your pain and tells you like it is. We love America and all that freedom-loving Americans want to protect. Live from coast to coast and on your radio, it's For the People with Keith Allen.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. Whatever your source of stress or strife, for the people is there.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America. I am Keith Allen, and proudly welcoming you into this Wednesday's edition of For the People. Yeah, it's Wacky Wednesday. It's November the 8th. 2017, and in full fashion just because it is Wacky Wednesday. On some stations, and perhaps even on our network, our live network feed, never, I learned a lesson here, update a computer, even if it's 45 minutes before the show. Don't do it. And some at the network level will understand what I am talking about. And if it didn't interfere with your broadcast on your station, then disregard completely, because everything is just absolutely perfect. But lesson learned, and here we are. Sad day, America's favorite pastime is baseball, and Roy Holloway certainly will be remembered. Unfortunately, his life came to an end yesterday as his plane crashed into the Gulf of Mexico. Roy Holloway, a two-time Young Award winner who pitched a perfect game and a playoff no-hitter, once again died, as we're learning yesterday, when his private plane crashed into the Gulf of Mexico. He's only 40 years old. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office and the sheriff himself, Chris Noco, said during a news conference that Holloway's Icon A5, that was the name of his the type of plane. So if you're in aviation, you know planes, that's what he was flying. I don't know if they're good planes or reliable or not, but it was an Icon A5, went down around noon off the coast of Florida, and they found Holloway's body, and obviously no survivors. Police said that they couldn't confirm if there was additional passengers on the plane or say even where it was headed. Holloway was an amateur pilot, from what we understand here at For the People, and posted on social media about a small plane, his Icon aircraft, and also posted a video of him trying out a new plane. Many people numb today over this very tragic news. If you're just tuning in to For the People, we're talking about Roy Holloway's untimely death. The Philadelphia Phillies said in a statement, there are no words to describe the sadness that the entire Phillies family is feeling over the loss of one of the most respected human beings to ever play the game. Holliday, he retired, 2013? After 12 seasons with the Toronto Blue Jays, followed by 4 seasons with the Phillies. Other baseball players to die in plane crashes, including Pittsburgh Pirates star Roberto Clemente, a relief mission from Puerto Rico traveling to earthquake victims in Nicaragua on New Year's Eve in 1972. New York Yankee catcher Thurman Munson piloted his own plane near his home in Canton, Ohio in 1979, and Yankees pitcher Corey Liddell piloted his plane in New York City in 2006. And lost his life. Several baseball greats, unfortunately, and certainly Roy Holloway. The game, fans will remember him for a great game. Gave us a lot of terrific plays. Roy Holloway was one of the special people in the world, a beautiful man driven by the pursuit of excellence. Jason Stark said, devastating, one of my favorite teammates ever. The blueprint for what I look at for a competitor looks like it would be him, Roy Holloway. Heartbroken for his family. Prayers, obviously, for his family and for baseball, because That is a game, folks, that brings people together. That is certainly America's pastime, and we have Yankee Stadium here in Tampa, where the Yankees come and practice. Steinbrenner Field, and it's remarkable how you get people from just all generations that enjoy the game, and get yourself a hot dog, get yourself a beer, and it's a great time. But we don't know, about the mechanics of the plane. All we know is he went down and hit hard, and that blunt trauma, when you go down that fast, what caused that would seem to be, just from so many planes that have come down around here at Peter O'Neill Airport, something mechanical, or they do an autopsy and find out he was young, but young people have heart attacks. Maybe he had some health issues. Maybe he had a brain aneurysm. I mean, it could be a mixture of a lot of things, but I'm certain we'll find out soon enough by the family. But right now they're just trying to put the pieces together. We do know that he has lost his life. You got to be careful with your cell phones, folks. If you're trying to hide something, and if you're married, well, you probably shouldn't be hiding stuff. But a cheating husband was on a flight with his wife and child, and was diverted by Qatar Airways when an angered woman, as the way this article reads, forced the plane to make an emergency landing after she discovered mid-flight on her husband's phone that he was apparently having an affair. Now, the woman, an Iranian national, is traveling from Doha to Bali with her husband and child on the flight on Sunday. This took place this past Sunday, according to India's Hindustan Times. And as her husband slept, she actually took his hand to unlock his fingerprint-protected phone. I don't know what kind of phone. I know Apple has that. I'm an Apple user, so I don't know if other phones do that. Maybe other cell phones have adopted the technology, but it was his finger. Opened the phone, and man, did she get lit up. She was angered, obviously, by the discovery, and the woman reportedly started to hit her husband, and the crew couldn't even, they tried to intervene, but was unable to calm the situation. So with the in-flight episode spiraling out of control, the pilots decided to make the unscheduled stop in southern India somewhere. It was Chennai, an Indian city of Chennai. I never heard of it. The woman and her husband and the child were taken off the plane, which then resumed its journey to Indonesia. And unnamed security official was telling the paper the whole incident here. The family spent the day Chennai Airport and was sent another plane. Did they get another plane? Yeah, they hopped on another plane, and it was taken to where they were trying to go. No police action was taken. When they found out what was going on aboard the plane, nobody argued with them. They just let him go. No charges. Just remember, you got that fingerprint. You're sleeping. As a result, he goes, oh, now you blew my cover. Come on. In the first place, don't be dumb and put something on your phone. You're doing something like that. And, geez, if things are that bad, get out. Get a marriage that's not working. That's the ultimate thing. But, hey, listen, I'm not here to judge. But seriously, I mean, that's my thought. With technology, it's so easy to do things like this. And when you're asleep, some people, they sleep like a log. This guy apparently was out. And she got in, and she instantly was able to access all his emails, all his videos, and apparently there was some pretty damning evidence that showed that he was having this affair with this other lady. I would think that it's over, but who knows? There's kids involved. Maybe they work things out. I don't know if we'll get an update on that particular story. Are you into nude restaurants? Well, there's not many of them that I know of here in the United States. As a matter of fact, I don't know any. All right, just to be honest with you, it's just not my kind of thing. There's nudist colonies like all over Florida. Apparently, there's one up the road here, kind of around the Lutz, Florida area, and there's people that like to walk around in the buff. Now, I had to get educated, okay, about what in the world goes on at these nudist colonies besides the obvious. But supposedly these are designed not so much for the man to walk around naked as it's for women, so it's more entertainment for the man. That's what I hear. You know anything about the lifestyle or walking around in the buff, but supposedly it's for the man because, you know, a lot of men, if they especially got pop bellies and Rolls Royces coming off their belly, it's probably not a very, very good thing. But this one that I'm talking about, this nude restaurant located in France, Paris, yep, the first nude restaurant, it's Au Naturel. It opened in Paris this past Thursday for the city's large clothing optional population. Now, the restaurant is conveniently located away from other eateries in the city and is largely residential 12th arrondissement next to the daycare center. Oh, that's that's perfect. Let's do the nude restaurant right next to the daycare center called Nursery in France. And so you just leave the kiddies off, go to the nude restaurant. So the eater reported that there is also a part of nearby park that has recently become clothing optional. About 2.6 million people in France participate in nudism in some way on a regular basis. 2.6 million. The establishment seats 40 diners, and meals cost between, $35 up to $100. Condé Nast reported the guests enter with clothing on and remove it in a coat room area before being seated. Staff on the restaurant, at the restaurant, wear clothing, however, for pretty much your sanitary purposes. You don't want anything dropping into your food. Yeah. The restaurant serves fine French cuisine like duck, and a patron's privacy is respected with thick curtains, including a curtain in front of the entrance that will block the line of sight when the doors are open. And the restaurant had a private first night just for members of the Paris Nudist Association. They have their own nudist association, which were reportedly happy with the experience. Everybody was happy to be in the buff. Neighbors are comfortable with the restaurant's location. It doesn't bother me at all. My neighbors don't mind, one man said. We don't see anything from the street. We know what's happening. It's not a massage parlor. Nude restaurants have also opened recently in London and Tokyo, as well as a pop-up location in Melbourne, Australia. Twitter users joked about the idea of eating au naturel. Serious question, where are they going to put their money? All right. I wonder if they serve junk food. Oh, okay, gotcha. No pun intended. There you go. I told you this was Wacky Wednesday, kind of just a consortium of different things, and Lord, I'm not trying to blaspheme Dr. Billy Graham because that's, who put that in there? That's a terrible order. We shouldn't do that, but here we go. I said the other day that Dr. Graham was celebrating, but yeah, his 99th birthday. World-renowned evangelist Billy Graham celebrated his 99th birthday this past Tuesday, which is yesterday at his home in North Carolina, surrounded by his family. Graham planned something that he really loved, and that consisted of a lemon cake. Now, take notes here. I mean, at 99 years old, if you make it to 99 years old, this is what you have to eat. And if it's good enough for Billy Graham, and he's 99 years old, you better be eating it. It's lemon cake with lard icing. With lard icing. I don't know if I've ever... Is that what that stuff's made out of? Because, you know, at Starbucks, and I don't go there often, but when I do, they have this lemon cake. And I wonder if they put lard icing on their lemon cake. I'd probably rather not know. It's got to be good. It's full of